This is the Minolta Hi-Matic AF2. This was a thrift store find. It's a totally plastic body, but kind of has a rangefinder type look to it. It has a 38mm f2.8 lens. You adjust the ISO with this little dial in the middle here, and this thing here is the light meter. The camera is a fully automatic point and shoot type camera. It has autofocus, as you can see. There's a little indicator in the viewfinder when you're looking to, and it lets you know whether or not the camera is focusing up close or far away. There's the self timer here. Yeah, that's it. The shutter sounds a little bit like this. It's very raspy. The camera also makes, it's a very loud camera. Here it tells you what the beeping sounds is, so if I go to take a shot and I'm covering the light meter there, it'll beep to let you know that there's not enough light and you should use the flash. The flash is really cool. It pops up like this. You can hear it charging up, and then once it's ready, this little green light will turn on. The flash is super bright. It's an interesting camera because it has a autofocus and auto exposure, but you still gotta wind it, which it's a nice tactile kind of feeling. And it has a film rewind, and that just comes up like any normal camera. Opens up like this. It's pretty easy to load, pretty bulletproof. The final thing about this camera that's great is the batteries it takes. It takes 2 AA's, which are super easy to find, super reliable, and the batteries last a long time. So let's go through some of the pictures that I got from this camera. I used Kodak Gold 200, and we'll go over some of the faults of this camera and some of the cool stuff. So here we'll take a look at some of the results from the Minolta. Here's a use of the flash. It was completely night. I kind of scared my dog doing this, but yeah, it's a very bright flash. Here I was just kind of testing the autofocus, and you could see it missed. It's not sharp. So it's autofocus from the 80s. It's not going to be great. You really want to give it as much light as possible and kind of work with the limitations of the camera. Here's a picture of my girlfriend in the park. It's not as sharp as I would like it to be. You could see it's kind of fuzzy around the edges, but it's decent enough in focus. Here's kind of like a landscape shot. The camera really does best in these situations, not having to get a subject away from the background. Here again, just out of a car window, supermarket. I was just kind of trying to get that family photo aesthetic from it, which it's great for that type of stuff. I used the flash indoors. Here you can see it missed focus. Mom's in focus back there. A little scratch on the film, but that's okay. My sister's in focus in this one, so I did get it here. But if you like, it's a cool little point and shoot camera that you don't really have to think anything about. Here's my sister with bubble tea. It did a pretty good job. She's in focus, so you can see like it's about 50-50 the chance of you getting it right. Here it was pretty much pitch black minus this sandwich sign. it kind of had no chance of getting my sister in focus, but it's okay. You can see just how bright the flash was. It was all pitch black minus the sign. Here's my girlfriend. It's a cute little shot. If you like that kind of bright in your face flash, it's great for that. Here is a shot I was very disappointed in. I really like this little car that we found, but not in focus. It did try to get it, but it didn't really work out, but that's okay. So the Minolta Hi-Matic AF2 plastic little camera. If you find one super cheap, I'd say go for it. They're fun. Not a lot of cameras do this. Kind of a great kind of 80s look. Yeah, super easy, super accessible. There you go.